This is the Infected Howl mask, one of the most unique and interesting Bionicle masks that's ever been made. But there's something about this piece that sets it apart from any other Bionicle mask out there. And what is that? Stay tuned and find out. In this video, I'm also going to discuss the history behind this mask, what it's worth, and how you can use it in your own Bionicle creations. Let's check it out. Look at all the detail on this absolutely beautiful mask. This faded dark orange look up against the black colour of this piece. It almost resembles rust. It really does look like it's infected or corrupted. Well, it looks like that on one side, the other side is just pure black. So if you wanted to get this official Bionicle mask, it came in 2 sets. They appeared inside some of the very early 2001 Kanohi mask pack sets. Each pack contained random Bionicle masks in different colours, and this was just one of those masks. Yeah, both the American version of these mask packs contained them as well as the international versions as well. But I would say this more famously appeared in this Bionicle set, Kane-ra and Muaka. This is set number 8538. The beast known as Muako, you can see 2 of these masks poking out the sides. The idea was that the evil Makuta pterodax had infected many of the different creatures and Rahi on the island of Matanui, and he did so that they would fight the Matoran and the Toa. And yeah, this was represented by them having infected masks. In the comics and a few other Bionicle related media, you can see other Rahi wearing these different infected masks. However, we didn't really see the look of that mask appearing in the official sets. For whatever reason, this was the only character to have that. So that's where you get this beautiful mask. But what's the thing that sets this apart from all the other Bionicle masks? What makes this special? Well, all these rusted highlights, these are actually painted. Yeah, when these were produced by the LEGO Group, they were hand painting every mask. I mean, it makes sense. The brushstrokes here, the rusted detail, that probably couldn't be replicated by printing or using stickers. It just has such a specific look to it. And I'm glad they decided to do this. A print could never really truly hit the vibe that these do. So why did the LEGO Group paint these masks? Well, it was probably easier from a manufacturing standpoint. Making them by hand was likely cheaper and easier than having to set up this whole, structure and equipment for printing. And doing that can be quite expensive. It was probably cheaper to get them hand painted. Because that's the case with a lot of modern toys. Certain Transformers, they have hand-painted and assembled elements on them. So do some Star Wars Black Series action figures. Other toy companies do it. It's interesting that LEGO also did it back in 2001. I wonder if we'll see them hand-paint details on modern LEGO pieces today. Or have the printing abilities of the LEGO Group improved so much that they just wouldn't have to do this? Who knows? Now, as you would expect from this thing being painted, there are a few different colour variations within these masks. I've got 4 of them in my collection, and even just looking through some of these, you can see some subtle differences. I'm sure this was just the fact that they painted it on a different day, or they slightly changed the colour, whatever. I don't actually think any of these classify as variants of the mask, but I thought it was worth noting that there are subtle differences. So how much does this mask cost? Well, based off of Bricklink's average prices, one of these is going to set you back roughly 20 to 30 Australian dollars, which is like 13 to 19 US dollars. It's still expensive for one LEGO piece, but compared to other rare Bionicle masks, this is actually somewhat affordable. So that's the history behind this cool piece, but now let's see how others have used them to build their own Bionicle creations. Starting off with a mock by the legendary builder, Moko. This is Hellhound. See how these masks have been integrated into the armor design? We've got some of them on the elbows, there's a few on the chest armor as well, and some of them are up top on the arms. Mate, I love this. It really does look like dirty or battle-worn armor, or perhaps some kind of camouflage as well. It's just got such a distinct look that adds quite a nice pop of brown into this mostly black color scheme. And check out these knee pads too. They're using these speckle black copper armor pieces. These are the same ones that came on a Knight's Kingdom set, like the one you're seeing on your screen. This character is called Kazon. It's funny that the rare color of this piece kind of perfectly matches the dark orange highlights of this mask. What an unexpected combination. Poor Disadvantage uses this mask as a mask on this character called Briss. The backstory for this character says that they're a carpenter as well as a petty criminal. I like that the rusted mask could actually just be like dirt on their face. You know, like they've been out adventuring or they've been doing a lot of carpentry, and this is what their face looks like as a result. But also, since this character is a criminal, the infected look of this mask does match that vibe and match the color scheme of this mock. So yeah, use this mask for your bad guy characters. And on that, this also could be used to represent Makuta, much like Brazy Bunkles has done here. In the official lore for Bionicle, Makuta Pterodax did sometimes wear an infected Howl mask. So why not build a mock that literally depicts exactly that? I love that here we see him missing a limb. Something about that decaying, rusted look is the perfect match for this mask. Brilliant thinking. I also just think that's a great way to depict a bad guy. Their body is literally falling apart, the evil is literally tearing apart their body, and physically starting to affect them. So interesting. And then here's a very clever part use. Callan Lord of Fire uses this mask for a shell on a dermis turtle. Although this one is either infected or dead, as we see with the name. Masks as turtle shells. It's kinda dope. And this mask for an evil turtle? Even better. And finally, Carbon 2003.pl has a slave of Makuta, and we can see these masks as shoulder pads. And it's nice to see that this piece is actually transitioning the brown body and limbs up into this black mask. I never would have thought that you could use this to transition colors, but there you go. Also, see how this is being partnered with a broken Ruru mask? That's kind of fun. The decaying and ruined look of these masks, they pair nicely with an actual broken piece. So if you've got a mask in your collection that has been damaged, well, it won't look so out of place when you pair it with these infected howls. Good thinking. I love seeing broken pieces actually being put to good use. And there you go. This is the history behind this mask and how it can be used in mocks. I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked these mocks that you saw in today's video, be sure to check the links in the description below. You can see more of their work right there. Go give those builders a like, a follow, go comment on their stuff and let them know what you think of their incredible creations. Are there any other rare parts that you'd like to see me do a video about? There's a whole playlist of additional videos that I've got showcasing rare and unique and weird LEGO pieces. But if there's one you specifically want to see me talk about, let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Always open to more suggestions. Thank you for watching guys, happy building, and bye for now.